Now at 6, 2 people in Salem arrested by a SWAT team for allegedly shooting a father in the head back at In-N-Out in February. Who else authorities are searching for coming up in our top story. Plus,
Cannot support this process to increase taxes from the dais. This should be decided by the voters.
The Portland Metro Chamber threatening to sue the city over a proposed arts tax hike. Why they say the change should be up to the voters. And
would they say we're going to take math away or we're going to take science away? No.
Pediatricians pushing back against the shrinking of recess time in schools across the country. Why they say playtime is just as important as math and science. Sunrise at 6 starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Thursday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Glad you're with us. Rod Hill is standing by with a look at the weather this morning. You got to look at Seaside. You're in a good mood. We've got some clouds. What are we doing?
It's a double clicker day.
We got some traffic
alerts?
Because
Chris McGinnis is off today. Yes. So this clicker controls the traffic, if you will. If I hit a button, the traffic goes crazy. I'm not going to hit a button. Right now, we're all good. If you're coming in from Washington County on the Sunset from Brookwood Parkway, only 12 minutes. See folks coming on 84 from Troutdale into the city, only 15. And where we had the big issue yesterday with that accident on Interstate 5 coming in from Wilsonville, that is now a 65-minute clip and only 16 minutes to come in. So that's good news. Also, no issues for you folks coming in from Clark County this morning. 10 minutes from Main Street on I-5 and 11 minutes from Patton Parkway over on 205 down to I-84. So that's all good news. Okay, here's that Seaside live camera once again. 52. The weather is also good news. No weather-related issues. It's going to be a nice, easy-peasy morning. Fingers crossed. We are cloudy. There's the Salem sky camera, 52. And here's the look at downtown with cloudy skies and 54 degrees. I'm not sure if we get sun breaks or not. We might the first half of the day, 59 and noon. If we get into mid to late afternoon, we do expect at least a few scattered light showers to be moving across the area, about 63 at 5 p.m. Back to you.
Thank you, Rod. We start this morning with an update on a SWAT incident in Salem that we first told you about on Sunrise yesterday.
Yeah, we now know 2 people were arrested in connection to a shooting that seriously injured a man near the Kaiser In-N-Out. Now, you may remember a dad was shot in the head back in February while he was driving away from the restaurant with his wife and 2 children in the car. Now, at the time, his injuries were considered serious, but not life-threatening. On Wednesday, authorities arrested 2 suspects they say were involved. 20-year-old Ethan Armenta Lagunas and 18-year-old Gabriel Javier, both from Salem. They are charged with assault and criminal mischief, among other charges.
Meantime, Kaiser police say that they are now looking for a third man, 22-year-old Anthony Taylor Mariquez, also of Salem. He's considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information is asked to contact Kaiser police.
Well, a man involved in a March shooting at Schiffler Park has been arrested. Beaverton police had found a man with gunshot wounds near the basketball courts on March 25th. Officers also found shell casings and gang-related graffiti at the park. Detectives later identified 21-year-old Dennis Baltic as the suspect. He was arrested last weekend and is facing charges related to that March shooting and firearm offenses. The victim in the incident survived his injuries and the investigation is still ongoing.
Marion County has taken the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to federal court. The county wants a judge to pause plans to drain Detroit Lake, saying that the Corps missed a legal deadline for a required water quality report and that draining the lake could muddy drinking water for Salem and nearby communities. The Corps of Engineers said it cannot comment on pending litigation.
A possible legal fight is now brewing over Portland's arts tax.
Yeah, the Portland Metro Chamber is threatening to sue the city over a proposed tax hike that would raise the annual tax for most people. Sunrise reporter Corey Johnson joins us live with what went down at City Hall yesterday. Good morning, Corey.
Yeah, good morning, China, Matthew. The debate over Portland's arts tax got heated Wednesday, with some city leaders openly calling the tax annoying and even stupid. Now, Portland Metro Chamber says if council moves forward with the changes without voter approval first, it's prepared to take legal action. The current proposal would raise the arts tax from $35 to $50 per taxpayer starting in tax year 2027. People making $20,000 or less individually or $40,000 $3,000 or less jointly would no longer have to pay. Council President Jamie Dunphy said the city is trying to make the tax less frustrating and more sustainable for the future. But in a letter to City Council Wednesday, the Portland Metro Chamber threatened legal action and urged leaders to stop any changes without first getting approval from voters. Some councilors saying any tax increase should be decided by the public.
This is a voter-approved tax that we are trying to meet the moment with. There were some real challenges with how it was originally implemented.
This is exact type of item that needs to go back to the voters to decide how they want to fund the arts moving forward, since they adopted the original version at the ballot box.
And the proposal moves forward to a second reading, and the Portland Metro Chamber says if these changes ultimately do go through, it's prepared to formally challenge the legality of the city's actions. Matthew, China.
Corey Johnson reporting live this morning. Corey, thank you. Another big discussion that was on the agenda for Portland City Council, cuts to public safety. Now the city needs to fill a record $163 million general fund budget shortfall. So the mayor is proposing $21 million in cuts to the police bureau by reducing overtime and slashing administrative staff, victim services, and police training. North and East precincts could also close their doors to community walk-ins.
I struggle with telling Portlanders that their police department is not going to be able to at least attempt to respond to their need for service.
The Public Safety Support Specialist program is facing some of the deepest cuts at over 80%. These are non-sworn employees who respond to property crimes like stolen vehicles that officers can't get to right away.
We'll show up to these property crimes and they'll be like, wow, I wasn't expecting someone to show up, or, oh, like you responded so quickly, like you guys got here so fast, and we're like, hey, this is who we are, we're PS3s with Portland Police.
KGW's Blair Best recently had a chance to ride along with one of those specialists. You can watch the full report on KGW.com and on our KGW streaming app.
The Portland Metro Chamber is inviting you to come hear about the state of the housing in the metro area. It's part of a monthly breakfast forum. Later this morning from 8:30 to 10, you can tune in to a presentation on Portland's housing market. The forum will include speakers from the Sightline Institute, Oregon Housing and Community Services, Reach, and Killian Pacific, and they're expected to talk about what's next for Portland's housing and how it can be made more attainable for people looking for a new home. All right, we got a traffic alert ahead of any weekend travel you need to know about. Starting tomorrow night, I-5 in Vancouver will be down to just one lane overnight. It's part of a weeks-long WashStop project to smooth out rough roads on the interstate. More work is expected to be done over the weekend, with 2 lanes open during the day and 1 at night. By Monday, WashDOT says all lanes should be back to normal.
In other roadwork news, work is still being done on the Broadway Bridge. Shortly after its grand reopening, the bridge started overnight work and closed off lanes to install a stormwater treatment basin. Now that work started on Monday and is expected to be wrapped up by today.
Your time now is 6:08. We're taking a live look out at the coast, courtesy of the Chinook Winds Casino Resort Skycam. The clouds are a rolling in or they're a rolling out. Rodney Hill is our expert cloud guy. That's the term. That's the scientific term. So you're going to tell us what that means.
Looks a little dark out there.
They're sitting more than anything.
Sitting.
Just low cloudiness up top this morning. And again, my biggest question as a forecaster, and I would say it's 50-50 chances. Here in the valley, we're going to see some sun breaks today or not. We would need to do that at some point this morning into the afternoon because clouds will be thickening as we get rolling into the afternoon. And I start with our rain chance today, which is not this morning, but it's mid to late afternoon. This is 4 o'clock today. This shows likely showers at Astoria, Longview, a shower threat into Portland. This actually shows a trace of rain down into Salem, but so the rain chance is not 0 for you folks, but the best chance of any mid to late afternoon showers generally will be near to north of Portland today and also along the north coast. Want to let you know all the wind advisories and warnings we had yesterday for Wasco County and out in the Umatilla County, the Pendleton area. All of those have been canceled. The winds generally didn't get that bad yesterday. In the Dows, you never had winds that got much above 40 miles per hour. Your winds this afternoon, maybe some gust about 25 or 30. That's it. Here's the Rose City camera. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees. We are completely dry out the door this morning. We'll stay that way into the afternoon hours. 49 out in Hillsboro. Sherwood, good morning, 52. Gresham, good morning, also 52 for you. Let's see here. McMinnville, good morning, 51 is your temperature. Map later today, plenty of sun. Central and eastern areas of our state shows Bend up to 70. And again, that rain chance this afternoon and then into the valley mid to late afternoon, mainly on this line from Tillamook to Portland and northward. Cool weather pattern continues the next several days. 65 today, tomorrow another dry morning, but then afternoon showers become more numerous. About 60, that's it. And then we've got widespread scattered showers all over the place, morning and afternoon and evening on Saturday. Only 57. I have Sunday dry, and then Monday we get back up to 70 degrees, and that is your forecast.